Make sure you hit that like as you come in, and if you're brand new, go ahead and hit that subscribe. You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
I know you gonna walk up on Shaka. Listen, I did the same thing to Rob Boy. I'm waiting on Garfield to drop.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh shit.
What's going on, brother?
You hit that like as you come in, and if you're brand new,
Yo, can't hear me.
Yeah, peace, brother. Peace.
Peace.
I actually wanted to share a primary source with you regarding this topic, if that was possible, and say peace to everyone on the panel and to everyone that's viewing, and a salute to you.
Hey, first, let me say this to my Indian brothers, man. I'm gonna tell you, it looked bad. I'm trying to tell you what I know. It looked bad when y'all running from people with questions, man. Now, I know they deal with you on your show all the time, but when y'all say, oh, I don't want to deal with them, let them go, it makes y'all look bad because y'all know what they coming with, and y'all don't want to answer questions.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm just saying, y'all got to be able to answer their question, and then, you know, because the people here never see their question.
No question. And these guys that have multiple debates where they lose horrifically. It becomes like abuse at this point. And like, we over here to get some new traction. We want real smoke. I seen Jabari last night. We want him.
Oh man, y'all all y'all had to do is
y'all had a lot of scholars in here last night. They wanted to jump Pharaoh. I'm trying to figure out where everybody they took out tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Where everybody at?
Where them scholars that was in here last night at?
Hey, Zah, I told you when I first came on, I want Brother Reggie for something he said on Garfield. I mean that. I got my own money in my pocket to stand on what I want. That shit he said on Garfield, bro.
Hey, you know what, SaNeter? I have an article here from the Liberator, Boston, Massachusetts newspaper, 1832, which would, I believe, be a primary source for the time period, and I think it'll clear up everything that's being discussed.
Okay, let's go. Go ahead, do it. Let's do it.
All right. If you want to share my screen, you can. It's available. I'll just read it. It says, at a large and respectable meeting, January 17th, 1832, at a large and respectable meeting of persons of color residing in this place convened at the Bethel Church for the important object of taking into consideration the anti-Christian principles of the American Colonization Society. The Reverend Wiley Reynolds was called to the chair, and George Carey appointed secretary. After singing in prayer, Mr. P.T.B. Nickums, in some concise remarks, stated the object of the meeting. A committee of 3 was then appointed to frame an address and adopt some resolutions expressive of their views and determinations, and the following were unanimously adopted. Resolved, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are born free and equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Resolved, that we feel it is our duty to be true and loyal to the Constitution of the United States, our only legitimate country, and moreover are bound in duty and reason to protect it against foreign invasion. Resolved, that we view the efforts made by the Colonization Society entirely gratuitous and unasked for by us. And when we as a free people feel an inclination to emigrate to Liberia, we'll apprise them of the same. Resolved, that we object leaving the land of our birth, as there is sufficient land in these United States on which a colony might be settled that would be far more consonant with the wishes and constitution of the colored people generally, nor would it be attended with half the expense incurred by, sending them to a howling wilderness unknown to us in every respect, unless by geography, which few of us understand. Resolved, that we reject the inhumane and unchristian principles offered by the Colonization Society for the illumination of the colored citizens of the United States, their appropriate home, in a land of sickness, affliction, and death, when they're not willing, with few exceptions, to give us a Christian education while among them. Resolved, that we ask colonizationists, how in the name of common sense and reason do they expect to make us believe that they will do so much for us after we have crossed the Atlantic, when they oppose every measure adopted by our white brethren and friends to improve our condition here? Resolved, that we look upon those ministers of the gospel who have misled their respective congregations with the preposterous idea of the necessity of transporting the free people of color to Africa as highly deserving the just reprehensions directed to the false priests and prophets by the true prophets of the Most High. Resolved that we never will remove to Africa. But should any of our brethren wish to emigrate, we recommend Canada or Mexico, as countries far more congenial to our constitutions and where our rights as free men are secured. Resolved that we view every free man of color that emigrates to Africa or advocates the cause of the American Colonization Society an enemy to humanity, religion, and justice, and a traitor to his brethren. Resolved that we gratefully acknowledge the respect we entertain for those of our white friends who have defended our cause. Resolved that our sincere thanks be tendered to Messrs. Garrison and Knapp, the friendly, advocates of oppressed Africa. Resolved that the proceedings of this meeting be signed by the chairman and secretary and forwarded to the editor of the Liberator for publication. I land my plane. Peace to the tribes.
All right. Let me get over here to the brother.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?